Yo, 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 top of the top, top of the top. It's a good morning today, starting early per usual. I'm on my way to the train. Usually I'm on a bike, but I've been having to take the train recently. Got some errands that I got to run in between going to the gym and all this other stuff. So sometimes a bike ain't the best option. How y'all doing today? If you don't know by now, I go by Benny Musa. I'm creative director of Red Autumn NYC. Hope everyone's doing well. Man, I just want to get straight to it today and talk about something that I was reflecting on last night. And I want to just be as transparent as possible. I want to talk about keeping up with the Joneses. Now, y'all might have heard that before, and through cliche sayings and certain people saying that as lines and stuff like that. But I'm here to tell you, man, that's a real thing. That is a complete fact that a lot of us do some of the things that we're doing to just keep up with people that really they don't care about what we got going on, to be honest with you. And on top of that, like, they don't even know what they want to do themselves. For me personally, it really deals with like self-esteem issues that we don't really look at and address. Like it's already bad enough that us as like normal, more, I won't say normal, but people just living day to day. They don't really seek therapy or anything like that. We're kind of just taught to just get over it. You know what I'm saying? And what that does is that now you start. The analogy I like to use is if you I don't know if anyone out there has ever hurt themselves in a way where they have to seek like physical therapy, or they got to wear a cast or something like that, broke an arm, sprained an ankle. Well, if you don't heal that right, what ends up happening is that you can develop a permanent, injury, meaning like a certain kind of walk now because you didn't heal properly, or certain things you can't do anymore because you didn't heal it properly. And I personally believe that emotion and the mind works the same way. If you don't heal that properly, you can end up walking around damaged and making decisions based off of like a damaged spirit or a damaged mind, and that's just gonna breed more damage. Anyway, I said all that to say, like, for me, I know last year, me and my amigos balled out. It is sick and sad, some of the things that that I spent money on. Sad, I'm telling you. And at the time, because this is the funny part, you lie to yourself. You tell yourself, nah, I'm doing this because I want to feel good, because it's for me. You know what I'm saying? But when you really look at it and peel back the layers, you realize, first of all, you got to ask yourself, how did you make that money? That's question number one. And then you got to say to yourself, yeah, you can afford an $1,000 pair of shoes today, but can you maintain that income that got you that $1,000 pair of shoes for at least 2 to 3 years after? Let's start small, right? Because I could say, for your whole life, but I don't even want to get that deep. Can you even afford it 6 months later? And I feel like a lot of us either realize or gonna realize pretty soon that, that ain't about nothing. What does it really mean? Who would you buy? Like, are you the type of person that would buy that anyway? Or are you just buying it because everybody else is buying it? I think the true question is, what is your intention with everything that you got going on around you? I think it's time. I know I'm doing this. I think it's time we really sit down and start asking ourselves really, really hard questions. You know, the questions that we ran from, you know, pretty much all our lives. You know, why? The big why question. Why are you doing what you're doing? A lot of people are probably wondering, like, for example, why it look like you ain't have a haircut in like months? And I mean, for me, it's all a part of asking that question. Why? Why do I feel like I need to get a cut? I know it seems small, but it's like, again, it's down to the nitty gritty. Why are you doing that? For most people, when you ask them that question, they say, oh, well, you know, I'm getting a haircut because, you know, I gotta look good. I gotta look good so that people can be able to appreciate, you know, who I am. I'm not sitting here telling you that looks aren't important. I mean, this is basic survival. That, you know, our eyes have been one of the biggest reasons why we've been able to evolve and be able to be so thriving in the earth, right? That's just basic human evolution. But also, somewhere inside, we ask ourselves questions, and we've developed this ideal of intent. So I'm putting both of them to the test at this point. You know, I'm really saying to myself, like, why? Am I doing it because I want to impress somebody to give me money? And do I even want money from that person? Because I can have this whole conversation about how money's spiritual. You know, do I want that from somebody who's that superficial that they, you know, they wouldn't give money to somebody that has great ideals, and just because they look a certain way, they're not gonna do business with them? Is that somebody I want to do business with? You know? I mean, don't get me wrong, pretty soon I will have to check back into the reality of what's going on now, or the perception of reality of what's going on now, which is that looks have a lot to do with, you know, how people receive you. Absolutely. And you know, at the same time, I'm not all the way gone, because though I have my beard, I still have, you know, my head wrap. You know, so it's not all the way. It looks like it has some sort of purpose. But yeah, it's it all goes back to what I was saying. Why am I trying so hard to maintain this image for people that I don't necessarily care about, or don't necessarily care about me? Because if they really did, they wouldn't judge me off the image. You know, they wouldn't judge me off of the $1,000 Balenciagas that I have on, you know, or the Mary shirt that I might wear here and there. Nah, they'd be willing to listen to me just because of who I am and how I carry myself. But then at the same time, that matters too. It's a big contradiction. I know I'm just kind of rambling, but you know how I do on these this segment. It's just for me to just pretty much have a little video diary, almost to say, of how I feel and what's been going on in my mind. I do this every morning. I know I ain't been on the bike, but I should be back probably tomorrow. Nonetheless, man, I hope y'all have a good day. See y'all later.